Hello everybody, you're watching Foxicalicus. Welcome back to Tiny Bunny. We should be pretty chill right now. We're doing our art homework. Now, a lot of stuff went down last episode, and we're gonna ignore that and move on with our lives. I need to draw some sort of magic beast. That's a Triceratops. I wanted to draw a dino at first, but my brush reached towards the orange paint all by itself. Howdy. One stroke after another, the picture of a fox started slowly forming on a piece of paper. She was almost popping out of the snow-white sheet. She turned her back legs and wore a sly smile. My brush moved again, drawing a fluffy tail. A moment later, it dropped out of my weak hand. So I finished my drawing. I spent a while studying it in surprise, as if I couldn't understand where this red beast came from. The longer I looked, the scarier her smile felt. Carnivorous, fake. Like the smiles of women from adult magazines that were sold in press kiosks back in the city. An alluring smile that masked deep-seated malice. And the fox's eyes turned out red, as if bloodshot. They looked more like bullet holes you see in action movies. I don't remember drawing them this way. I moved away from the table and the lamp's light reflected from the wet paint. The drawing was glossy. Felt like the fox was watching me. Waiting. Anton! Don't scream at me, Dad. Are you deaf? I was just thinking. I'll ask you again. Have you seen your sister? She's hiding somewhere again. Something moved under my bed and I froze. Olya's dirty face peeked out with a finger pressed to her lips. Shh. Olya, I can see you. Get out of there, you're covered in dust. Olya crawled from under the bed and started dusting off her stockings, looking down. Let's go. I'll read you a fairy tale. Keep you company until you fall asleep. I want to sleep with you, not in that room. Mom entered the room. What? The owl again? And what do you think? Olya, it won't come anymore. I chased it away. Olya shook her head in defiance. You didn't. And it will come. It said that it'll come every night. Oh, it talks now. Olya ignored the question and asked with newfound determination. Can I sleep with you? Please. This will be the last time. Didn't you say yesterday was the last time? That throat clearing did not match Mom's. Olga? That was Olya. You're a big girl now. Why don't you let her sleep in my room? I thought it was a great idea, but Olya shook her head again. No, I don't want your room. It watches you too. I felt goosebumps all over my body. Since when? Enough. There's no owl. You're sleeping in your own room tonight. Got it? Mom, please. Please. Mom took Olya's hand and tried to lead her out of my room. Let's go, sweetie. Don't bother your brother. Olya clutched the bed's head with her free hand. Please. Obviously something is terrifying this child. Are they not, concerned at all? I don't want to go to it. Mom was tugging Olya toward herself, but she didn't budge. Only the bed's head squeaked in agony. Dad intervened by picking Olya up and carrying her out of the room, despite her desperate protests and pleas. Olya, no! No! Don't take me to it! It's going to watch me again! I listened to them struggle to make my little sister go to bed for a while. In the end, my parents gave up and let Olya sleep with them. But it was surely the last time. Ever. When everybody settled down, I was lying in my room, thinking about Olya's words. It's watching you, too. I felt uncomfortable. I barely managed to calm down, only after closing the curtains in my room shut. But as soon as I closed my eyes, memories of my day started jumping around in front of me. Jumping around like a bunny. I should have. Hi! I was in the middle of the stuffy school corridor. I don't like that you're blocking this picture. I could see the literature classroom from here. The faces of dead, classical writers on the portraits. The prim and regal pose of our homeroom teacher, Lilia Pavlovna. And around that corner was her daughter, Katya, a snitch and a gossip, eagerly waiting for me. Hey, transfer student! What do you want, Katya? She got on her tiptoes and started swaying, while hiding her hands behind her back, and then asked me with a fake smile on her face. Can I ask you something? Why did you get transferred here? I might have told the truth about this to Polina, but Katya will sell it on the market for 3 kopekas. It would be the same as printing all my thoughts and hanging them near Vova's picture for everyone to see. So I reverted to an answer I knew by heart. It's all because of my parents. Dad has a new job here, and my mom. But Katya didn't even listen to me. Just rushed towards the perked up ears of her friends, whispered something while stealing glances at me, giggling. Yeah, right. He takes us all for fools. I've heard it's all because of his father. He crossed the road of some big shot, and now their family is hiding in our remote little village. That's not true. You're lying. And did you hear? Did you hear how Baburin beat him up? And all he could do was look all pathetic and take it. Stop it. You know he wasn't alone. And if that wasn't enough, there are rumors that this weirdo carries a bunny mask with him wherever he goes. Who in their right mind would do something like that? Huh, girls? I see our Antoshka must be truly special. Maybe he's... Huh? But what if he's a serial killer? I'm sure you'll be able to find an axe in his backpack if you look hard enough, or something even worse. Yes. Shut up! Look at him scream, as if something bit him. His pupils, look how wide they are. I hope he won't go insane and resort to violence again. I mean, there must be a reason his mom always feeds him those pills, right? I forgot this was a dream sequence. I just stood there in confusion, trying in vain to understand how she found out about my medicine. And what scared me even worse was the possibility that her nonsense had some truth mixed in. Yes, that's right. He's as insane as his little sister. Can you imagine that she says a human-sized owl visits her every night? Yes. But not a single healthy person has seen it. And this simpleton believes her. Can you imagine that? And then I caught a single kind look from the smirking crowd. How can it be Anton? Are you unwell? Polina, please listen to me. Yeah, right. Don't listen to this liar. Polinochka. He's probably never even been to Moscow. This loser can't even stand up for himself, and he won't be able to defend you if it comes down to it. He'll run away to protect his own skin. Weakling. Polina slouched as if someone kicked her in the stomach, and then burst out in tears and fell to the dirty floor, wailing and screaming. That's quite a reaction. No. Why, Anton? Why? I couldn't understand her reaction, me either, but I still rushed to Polina's side before getting shoved violently by Katya. Get her paws off her, you monster! Rage was building up under the veil of my fear. Slowly rose from, I don't like that sound, from the cloudy mist. I felt my upper lip lift. Good Lord Almighty. I felt my upper lip lift. What? Upper lip creep up, showing my teeth. It wasn't just me. The fact that your father beats your mother doesn't give you the right to do the same to girls. Oh! My fists became hammers. I couldn't unclench them. That was a weird accent. Nobody can speak about my family like that. I came to my senses when I already lunged at the angry Katya. Aha! He went nuts. Help. Petrov went completely insane. Oh, I don't like that. At the same moment, the crowd around her became louder. They started whistling and roaring and growing. Bye. Subtle silhouettes of my schoolmates became larger and wider. They shot upward toward the ceiling. Turned into a giant black forest. My nose itches, chock full of toothy faces. I shrank to a tiny ball of fur and started shaking in fear before the might of ulcer-ridden trunks that belonged to either trees or humans. Good Lord, I'm gonna sneeze. It was impossible to tell. So you've finally shown your animal nature, Dad. Stop that, coward. Katya's face was twisted with jubilation and ecstasy. Get away. Anton! Why? No! Why did you do this to me? I didn't do anything to you! Polina screamed while choking on her tears. I? He's just an animal. An outsider. Hi. Howdy. I just got snatched. Was that me? A scary flapping of wings came from the forest. A pair of giant white ears descended somewhere from above, and I ducked myself into them. Anton! Please! Wake up! I jumped up, almost falling out of bed. Apparently, I was thrashing around for hours in the sweat-soaked sheets. Lily's scream pulled me out. Why are you lurking behind my curtains? Set me freer from the tentacles of fear. Anton, please. Wake up! Wake up! It took my eyes a while to focus on the silhouette near the window. Why are you exploding? Stop that. I'm busy! Alya's voice was distant. My head was still ringing after the fight. Sounds got distorted, as if my ears were stuffed with cotton. My sister, as distressed as ever, just kept on repeating the same phrase. The owl! The owl! Please! I'm scared! Her tears poured on my heart like boiling water, but I was almost thankful for the owl's appearance. Otherwise, the scared Alya wouldn't have woken me up. Shh. Wait a second, Alya. Want me to read Mizilka for you? Glossary! Straight magazine for kids. Identify a yellow creature when you scratch from it. Fantastic. Okay. Give me... I placed my bare heels on the cold floor. Felt around for my glasses. Remembered Semyon, his underhanded act, and sighed. Anton, please, please. Can you come out from behind my curtains? Look! She couldn't tear her eyes off the window, as if it was a staring contest. I found the light switch with my hand. The lamp poured bright light all over me. Can she come out from behind my curtains? Why is she hiding behind my curtains? I got up. My vision fooled me, moving the window closer only to push it farther the next moment. My sister was just a blurry spot. I took a hesitant step forward. You're too tall. I smell popcorn. Oh yeah. What's there? What happened? Do you want me to open the curtains? No, please don't. The owl is there. The voice was coming from behind. I turned around and froze from terror. Teary-eyed Alya stood in the doorway. Who are you talking to right now? She stared at me with eyes that were red from crying, with her hands wrapped around her shoulders. Her voice was nervous, as if she was afraid to hear my answer. I was talking to you. To someone who pretended to be you. The ledge outside my windows creaked ominously, as if something huge was sitting on top of it. The thing that pretended to be Alya started spreading, changing shape, grew to scary heights under the light of a carnivorous moon. Anton, please, come closer, come here. The voice didn't belong to my sister anymore. The thing that was hiding behind my curtains got tired of pretending, making me look like a fool. I pinched myself as hard as I could, hoping that the silhouette near the window was just a continuation of my nightmare. A hallucination, brought upon by the cursed house. And those don't bite, do they? The silhouette was towering before me under the veil of mist. I heard Alya's shrill scream when someone had knocked on the window. It came to get us! Another knock. I stepped back into the middle of my room, as if there existed nooks where I could hide from this horror. The sound was sharp, metallic. The lamp started shimmering, then it suddenly lighted the whole room and went out, like a candle in a strong wind. The filament inside it snapped with a ringing sound. The darkness that was waiting for that exact moment poured from all the angles and enveloped me. There was only this window left in the whole universe. Moonlight poured through it, painting everything the color of bones that were exhumed from a crypt. Alya started squealing and pressed herself into my back, seeking protection. And then an eye, burning with a carnivorous fire, stared at us from the window. No, it wasn't trying to break the window. It was toying with us. It just kept on knocking, driving us mad. Eye, go away. As if a giant clock was measuring the time left for us, its pendulum swinging above the abyss. Go away! Get out! Shoot! She was screaming in desperation, her hands clutching my arm like a pair of pincers. Anton! Anton! Come closer! I could barely make out a pair of wings that spread out above the black spot. Why are we approaching it? Tell her, Anton! Tell it that I won't be a bad girl anymore. Never ever! I just wanted to leave. Please. The moonlight suddenly disappeared and the room descended into darkness. We couldn't see the burning eye anymore. I swallowed the stingy lump that was stuck in my throat. I stepped toward the curtains, entranced by the call of this disfigured guest. Alya was standing behind me, mumbling, I'll be good, I'll be good, I'll be good. The bleak window was creeping closer. Curtains rustled. I reached out to move them aside so I could look my fear in the eye. At that moment, I heard noise coming from our parents' bedroom. Without thinking, I pulled the curtain to the side in one swing. Nothing. Though, there was something shining on the ledge, among the scattered feathers. My glasses. The ones that Semyon took from me. How did they get here? Was that a gift from the gurgling night? Did that owl really bring them here? I looked at the front yard, at the foreboding clearing with the toothy forest. You are one of them. Not a soul, not a trace of our late night guest. And that's the thing, there was a rabbit in the nursery rhyme, but there was no rabbit dancing at the start of the show. Only the old old lamppost, dreaming like a lone watchman among the snowy desert. I was like, one of us. The dry window frame creaked. I tore away the insulating tape and the strips of glued newspaper. Strips? Cool. Opened the window with big trouble. Frost pinned me with its little needles. The paintings on my walls moved from the draft. I touched my glasses, sure they would move and melt in my hands. But they were real. My brain was scrambling for an explanation. Semyon and his gang just pulled a prank on me. That was it. That's it. The smooth white blanket was glittering under the street lamp, just outside our yard. If anybody was to get close to the house, to climb the pipe to the ledge of my window, they would surely leave footprints. But there were none. I cautiously took my glasses. My wrist was still intact. Nobody pulled me into the darkness, full of restless writhing. Why aren't you in bed? I swayed from surprise and almost fell out of the window. Are you out of your mind? Did it feel hot in here? Do you want to catch a cold? The owl was here. Tosha chased it away. Go to your room immediately and get in your bed. And you. Mom paused, directing her seething eyes at me. She was thinking of a punishment equivalent to my crime. In the end, she just waved her hand, took Olya by the shoulder, and left, throwing gloomy words my way. We'll talk tomorrow. You don't have to. I managed to get the frame back in place with a couple of hits. Pressed in the latches with all the strength my fingers could muster. The cold left the room, but the fear was still present. I can see again! I placed my glasses on my nose and started studying my reflection in the window. It didn't look like a face, more like a death mask. Just like the one worn by the boy from the notice board. That night, I was on the edge of joining him there. Oh, that was a cool transition. A black and white face was staring at me through the clearing between student heads. The owl got him. It wasn't Fofa. His face was right beside him. I recognized the fat cheeks, the damaged skin. Semyon. Babirin's photo was printed out and placed under the glass, like an exhibition piece. The owl did get him. Fun. Episode 3. We have plenty of time still. So we're gonna keep going, gonna keep trucking along. Actually, I lied. This is gonna be a shorter episode because this is a very nice little cutoff point. So we're gonna wrap this up here. Thank you everybody so much for watching. This was quite a crazy little closure of that chapter. But thank you everyone so much for watching. If you liked this video, hit the like button, subscribe to support the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye.